whiskey and whatever.
Something I wanted to ask you about, and I know we're just starting into this thing, so all I know I wanted to ask you was about the Dow. It's at 17, what is it today?
I haven't looked.
Let me tell you, I'm going to see here, because this thing, I think it's going to fall, but you can never time the markets here.
Yeah,
But we're at 1742.90, so 17,042. So do you have a take on this whole thing?
I mean, I told you before, I divested a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Sold a lot of equities, just put a lot, it's just a lot of cash sitting around, which is probably not the smartest thing to do, but I just don't have a lot of faith in Wall Street.
Do you think the Dow is going to sustain itself?
Well,
I think the S&P's
long term, of course. I think we're going to have probably a little correction.
And that's 10%. 20%, so
Yeah, I mean, 10%'s feasible.
No, but I think we're going to see a 20% correction. I think it's
20%,
maybe 30, but I don't think we're going to see it. Maybe it does it at 17.5 or 18, but I think.
So you think we're going to go back to 14, 13.5, 14?
Yeah, I think 17 is kind of hanging in it, but I just don't have a lot.
What do you think about NASDAQ? We're going to go back to.
I don't know. I don't really pay too much attention to NASDAQ. I pay attention to S&P probably more. You got to remember the Dow's 30 companies.
Right.
People don't even realize it's 30 companies.
Yeah.
So the S&P 500 is really kind of more.
That's a better measure.
Was it you that said something the other day about an advisor tells you what they want you to hear at that moment? Did you say that to me? I got talked out of investing by advisors over the years when it was the best time to invest. I got talked into staying in the market when it was the worst time to stay in the market. I've gotten, and it's no one's fault except my own, because I ended up making the decision, but I've gotten some really shitty advice on some stuff, and I paid some really good money for it. Yep. Anyways, the bottom line is, I walked into a stockbroker's office, on one of the crash days when I was in school still. I was just, yay high in 1987. I wanted to buy stock. He's like, oh, you don't want to buy stock. It was Black Monday. I'm like, yes, I do. No. I mean, it was awful advice.
Stock market, whether it's an equity or a bond or whatever, are psychologically counterintuitive to our human nature.
Mm-hmm.
The price drops. When you see a boat sinking, you want to get off, right? That's the way we're built. When you see something failing, when you see something going down in value, you want to get out.
Mm-hmm.
When in stocks, if you have a long-term view that company has value, that company is going to perform, that's when you want to get in.
Yeah.
Right? And it's very easy for us to say, let's sell it because everyone thinks it's shit. Because we don't want to be in it because nobody has faith in it. Because it's tanking.
And why don't they have faith in it? Because the media's talking about it?
Yeah, because the analysts.
Remember Netflix a few years ago? Like just, what was it called, Q? Remember that? And the stock went from like 120 down to 60 or something?
They spun out the DVD business.
I don't know what the hell Netflix is doing right now, but I mean, Jesus, Reed Hastings.
He's doing a lot better than when I sold it.
He's just crushed it. He's one of my CEOs of
I like Reed too.
the century. The century probably is last.
To finish my point,
it's at $451.18 right now. But if you're not watching what Reed Hastings is doing at Netflix, you're really missing some fun shit.
Yeah.
He's better than all the shows that they have on there combined almost. I mean, he's just a fun CEO to watch. He's a great leader. He doesn't get enough credit. I mean, that's a stock that, I almost bought a bunch Netflix then. I did not. Another mistake in a long list. But, he's killing it, man. Just killing it.
Yep.
And Alon got in at the right time. Everybody hates cars. The dealerships were all folding up. It's like, oh, we got to do this. Buick, we're not going to make them anymore.
Think 15 years ago or so. Hyundai.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
Right?
What a piece of shit.
But now...
No, Hyundais are great.
Pretty damn respectable car.
Yeah, no. I mean, they're taking a page out of the German car books.
Exactly.
You see a damn Kia driving the road, you got to look twice. Was it a BMW? I mean,
right.
It's like,
Well, there's the Genesis, which looks like a damn Mercedes.
It does. That's what you think it's BMW. You think it's a German car coming on the road.
Yeah, it looks like a German car, and it's probably...
But 15 years ago, and even 20, longer than that, you'd see a Hyundai and you'd think, oh my God, what are you, like,
Right. It was a Yugo.
Like a Yugo, exactly, like a Yugo. You know why they call it a Yugo?
Why?
I'll stay here. You go for help. do you know why Yugos had rear defrosts in the?
Keep your hands warm.
Push them in the wintertime.
You know what that scoop on the hood was for?
Mm-hmm.
That was your air conditioning.
Ah, I like that.
Yeah.
Whatever.